Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2014 National Electronic Sports Tournament, the semifinals, excuse me, with LGD Gaming versus Newbee here. Best of 3 series. This is it, game number 3. All the marbles on the line between these two teams. We'll see who moves on, as it is a single elimination bracket. My name is Maut. Joining me today on HighGroundTV is F4L. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. And this game 3 should be pretty exciting. I mean, the first game was really close back and forth. Second game, not as close, I would say. A crucial mistake by LGD. Newbee were able to capitalize and then just snowball from there. And it looks like in this game, Newbee, you know, they were always banning out the Medusa. I wonder if that was a respect ban towards LGD or if that was just a placeholder ban where they just didn't want to ban a secondary hero. So I think it could be either of those two things, but LGD haven't opted to take the Medusa, and Newbee didn't ban it out in the second phase. So instead, they're going to go for the Skywrath and the Ember Spirit, and Newbee going for their typical Ancient Apparition combined with the Bat Rider.
Yeah, this is somewhat standard. We'll see who does play with the Ember Spirit for LGD. I feel like we've seen a lot of Ember today, and mostly on the winning side. So we'll have to see who comes out on top with this one. Newbee will pick up the Sand King for themselves. So now we'll see some really good play. I think maybe Shang plays this. We'll have to wait and see. He'll probably be in the jungle. The problem is they have a Sand King and a Bat Rider. They'll be sharing the jungle maybe from time to time. But early Blink Daggers, if they get them, they could absolutely obliterate LGD's squad. Assuming LGD have a lineup that isn't extraordinarily mobile, which isn't the case because I guess they already have the Ember Spirit here. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, usually you don't draft the Sand King with the Bat Rider just because of that reason. Because Sand King's going to stack up the jungle, but he's going to want to clear that himself to farm it for his early Blink Dagger. And if Bat Rider struggles in this off lane, he could be looking at a rough game, as his Blink Dagger will be delayed significantly, I think, if his lane doesn't go well.
LGD go for the Doom. Old school pick, at least old school in terms of back to about 6.81. Doom has not seen that much play recently. Not for, I feel like unfairly so. This guy's still good. Doom can shut down a lot of heroes, and this is one of How's go-to, if not his go-to hero, is the Luna. God, he loves to farm, man. He loves to heat creeps. I just don't know what else to say.
Honestly, they don't. When Newbee picks up the Luna, they don't farm that much. They go for the early kills, the early towers, and they really try to get the most out of the Lunar Blessing as they can, because it gives your entire team 38 damage once it's maxed. So it looks like, I think they're going to try to apply a lot of early pressure once the Sand King gets up his Blink Dagger, and they're going to try to push down the majority, if not all of Newbee, or all of LGD's outer towers.
Maybe 15 minutes is the go time they're looking for. That should give them enough time to get the Blink Daggers on both the Bat Rider and the Sand King, and then have Luna decently farmed with, like, say, Treads and a Keel on maybe another item or close to another item, like a BKB, getting close to that BKB. LGD Gaming go for the Wraith King. Okay, I'm alright with this. I don't know if it's a core or support Wraith King at this point. We haven't seen a lot of support Wraith King recently. It's actually been just not touched at all.
Yeah, there was like a little phase where in Europe it was like really popular to just pick Wraith King up really early because you could run it as a support or a core. But the hero has sort of fallen off a little bit, maybe a bit forgotten, undeservedly so. I mean, the ultimate is still really strong. It's basically a free Aegis on a 260-second cooldown at level 1, but once you get to that level 16, it is very strong, giving you 2 lives every minute. And he has decent ganking potential, probably one of the best stuns in the game, because it has that 2 seconds of slow persisting after the stun. And honestly, a pretty decent hero overall. I think it will be a support this game to be combined with the Skywrath. It's kind of it's a pretty decent combination.
Yeah, Wraithfire Blast plus Mystic Flare is solid if you can get up towards that level 6, but and just Wraithfire Blast in general is a good stun. What do Newbee pick here, though?
Probably their mid hero.
Yeah.
Could be the Mag again.
Mag's fine. TA might be okay. They won't have lockdown if they pick TA, but they already have a Sand King and a Bat Rider. So they might want some more early game pressure, and we know how Moot can be with his TA. I think that would be an okay choice. There's a lot of other options, obviously.
The problem, I think Ember Ember does well against TA in the fact that it burns the refraction charges very well.
Mm-hmm.
The matchup is pretty even. I think it's maybe slightly TA favored if he goes the meld build. But then again, he also would have to deal with the Skywrath Mage. And Wraith King's stun is actually pretty decent against TA as it burns, I think, like 5 or 6 refraction charges. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, let's get the dot on it.
So it'll be interesting to see. I don't think we'll see a TA. I think we could see the mag again, or maybe a puck could also be a possibility.
I think Puck's pretty good, although
They might lack a bit of right-click damage if they go for the puck.
Puck is a good Doom target as well. That's the thing. I mean, a lot of heroes are good Doom targets, but
you can be a bit more elusive with Puck because they did increase the cast point on Doom, I believe.
5 seconds remaining.
So now and it's going to be a Bristleback. Okay, I like this pick. They needed something tanky and something that can provide some physical DPS, and Bristleback does all of those functions.
And now they have to deal with not only the Quill Sprays, the Glaives. I mean, they have so much physical damage now coming out, on top of the magic damage they have from the Sand King and Eclipse from the Luna. So they've got a bit of both worlds coming out for Newbee, and I think this provides them a bit of the early game and a bit of the late game with Luna, which they've done a really solid job of over the past couple of games. With the exception of maybe that first game, but that's kind of an anomaly.
Yeah, and Bristleback, quite good against Ember Spirit in the mid lane, so...
Reserve time.
What are LGD going to pick? They either need a safe lane carry...
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, it's going to be the Weaver. Yeah, it's going to be the Weaver in the safe lane, Ember in the mid lane, and a Wraith King support.
Solid. I like that.
Although we could see an offensive tri-lane as well. Although, if aggroing into... Okay, never mind. There's actually just no way. Because if they aggro into an Ancient Apparition with Lunar Blessing, I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
So much damage. Yeah. That's just dead heroes. We've seen how aggressive tri-lanes go tonight, which has not been good for the one team that has run it. What was it, like LV game in the second game? Yeah.
Yeah. No, just aggressive tri-lanes at the top tier of competition are just so risky to run. I mean, if you win them, you can snowball the game quite easily, but if you lose them, it's just disastrous.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I don't expect we'll see that. I do expect to see a close game.
5 seconds
I think with the Doom, that kind of provides them an intangible. That's going to be maybe the difference maker. They always pause, man. Every single time. They pause after the draft's over. It's just ridiculous. I guess I'm complaining a bit, but it's not that.
I mean, there's actually no reason to be pausing at a LAN.
Maybe they have... I think a lot of the Chinese players like to go out and have a smoke, and they might do so during the draft, but that doesn't make sense to me. They're usually there providing input during the draft, so I doubt that's the case.
Could be a small computer issue,
yeah,
or
but after every game, though,
I don't know. Well, maybe they're checking pings and stuff. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, who knows? Either way, we're going to get back underway. It's not enough of a pause to make me care that much or that concerned, but just a little bit of a hiccup. So our third and final game of two of the best teams. I mean, Newbee has already taken down VG Gaming. If they take down LGD, I mean, if you're LV, you're probably shaking in your boots. I think playing against either of these squads. So LGD are looking to take a bit of an upset here. As they did win game number 1, they lost game number 2. They have a solid draft coming out. We'll see if either team can get off to a good start and kind of snowball out of control. For Newbee Gaming, your Radiant squad, we'll have Sanshank playing your Ancient Apparition. It's going to be Moo playing your Bristleback, probably heading towards mid. Lee's going to be on your Sand King, the stand-in. House playing your Luna, as they might catch Faith out of position. He throws up the Sentry Ward and just casually walks away. They want to block the camp. And then top lane, it is going to be Rapid or Xiaotuji on your Bat Rider.
Yep, and on the side of LGD, we're going to have In July playing, it appears, either the safe lane or the off lane Doom. Yao is going to be handling the mid lane Ember Spirit. Faith on the support Wraith King, alongside MMY on his Skywrath Mage, and Sylar is going to be taking up the Weaver.
He's going to shoot Kuchi to the lane. It looks like they've decided to rumble. They wanted to get vision and decide where to go in terms of the lanes, but it looks like they're going to send this Doom into the solo off lane. They actually throw up the Sentry Ward coming out for Newbee's Lee, and they don't see the other sentry ward that is going to block this camp. So they might get away with this.
What happened to their other sentry?
Which one? Newbee's?
Oh, I see it. Okay. Wait. Yeah.
Where did they put it? All right, maybe I'm crazy. Either way, it's fine.
I know. Where's Newbee's second sentry? Where is what I'm saying?
Do they have it on somebody?
I can't. I don't see it on
gone?
anybody.
Is it count? What happened? I don't know. Either way, it's gone.
Oh, wait.
It's disappeared.
I'm really confused.
Hey man, listen. It just disappeared into the void. It's fine. Well, Yaz's gonna get farmer in the mid lane against Moo. He'll be playing the Bristleback, obviously. And this is, I think, an okay matchup for the Bristleback, especially when he gets levels. I don't know how Yao can stand up to this hero. Flameguard doesn't do anything against Quill Sprays. I mean...
This is so confusing to me why LGD decided to place these wards. So they place a sentry here because they want to block off the camp, but then they put an obs here, right? And generally, the first place that you sentry when your camp is blocked is here, which would find this. And then when it's still blocked, you're going to sentry down here, and it's going to find this word. So I'm not exactly sure why they decided to put an obs there. I think if they wanted to put an obs that gave vision, you maybe put it more to the right or more to the left. But an interesting choice coming out from LGD. I'm not sure what their plan was with those words.
Here, wasn't it?
No. The obs was like right here.
Okay. Well, regardless, they counter it. So just a waste of gold, essentially, coming out. And Newbee off to a fast start in terms of CS. Moo is, again, leading the way with actually Hao helping him out as well. So, and they don't really pressure Hao, and this is the thing. They're just so efficient in getting Hao farm. And Hao is able to carry the game whenever he gets a good start. And that's the case again. But again, we talked about these timings for Newbee, and if they get there... I mean, Salar's probably not going to have Lincoln Sphere by the time Rabbit has his Blink Dagger, and by the time Sand King has his Blink Dagger, so I don't know how this goes. In fact, this could be a bit tough for LGD. They're rotating over. They want, in July, with an Invis rune to pick off the courier.
He's going to try to get the courier.
If he gets
and
this,
he's actually going to get it.
He's
going to get it.
This is actually huge. He's going to find it. One right click, boom, gone. Bottles on the courier. How unfortunate. And that's a bit of a loss. Meanwhile, MMY, concussive shot, arcane bolt as well. And Scorched Earth, and now Sand King first blood gonna go for in July. No, MMY picks it up. LGD off to a quick start here. I thought this game was gonna go poorly. Rabbit is in trouble. Wraithfire Blast as well. Scorched Earth, and he's got the Alpha Wolf for her. The right click damage is so ridiculous. In July helps them get 2 kills. The supports getting involved early. That is huge for them. What a disaster for Newbee.
What a crazy start from LGD. I mean, in July, picking up that Invis rune, has the presence of mind, decides, you know what, I'm not going to go to back to my lane and soak up the experience. Instead, I'm going to try to make a big play, get this courier kill, you know, prevent Moo from getting his bottle, give my team 1,000 gold, and on top of getting the courier kill, they just get 2 kills, like, near the secret shop. So, huge plays coming out from LGD.
First blood included. That was just something else. And this gives them a bit to start with. What can they transition with? I mean, that alone gets them to 2,000 net worth lead, by the way, which is just shocking to me.
Yeah, 1,000 for the courier.
I mean, like, but what can they get done with this again? That's the big question. And July picks up Tranquils now, so he's off to a hot start. 4-minute runes get a spawn bottom. He'll try to contest that. Sand King is stacking up. Actually, Sansheng is, and they're both stacking up currently. So they're really investing a lot of time here. In fact, Rabbit is the one who's going to be taking these stacks. So they realize that if they get off to a fast start with Blink Daggers, all of that deficit from LGD taking their courier and 2 kills is going to be wiped away. So LGD want to keep the pressure on, and smartly so. They're going to smoke up. They're going to head towards the bottom lane, and I think Hao might be the target. And they can catch him out of position. We'll see.
Newbee are doing a very good job of stacking. They have a 2 quad stacks, or a triple stack and a quad stack. And it looks like they're gonna try to get Hao, and yeah, they're gonna get him.
Faith running in. There's gonna be the concussive shot. Wraithfire Blast slows up. Hao is just dead. This is something they haven't done successfully this entire series. It's been shutting down Hao. And I mean, 1 kill's not shutting him down necessarily, but that kill helps a lot.
And Luna is honestly a much easier hero to shut down than the 2 previous heroes that he was playing.
Yes.
Just because the hero is going to be squishy pretty much the entire game until he gets a BKB. So there's going to be kill potential pretty much at all times, to be honest. And even once he gets that BKB, if he gets doomed, I mean, doesn't matter.
They see that there is the stack here. They're not going to be able to take it. Bristleback is running into the jungle, and they're going to converge on this. And Faith and MMY are caught in between a rock and a hard spot. But, well, Sonic Shang, it doesn't matter. If they kill him, they're good to go. Chilling Touch does get off. Now the Viscous is good. Look at MMY take the right-click damage of Moo. Just a ridiculous amount of damage. But they are going to have they're going to rotate Yaowen, I think, maybe? They're deciding. He's actually just going to remnant it away. He's going to try to fight this. Searing Chains is going to go, and Faith is going to go down. So they get a 1-for-2 exchange. Maybe a 1-for-3 exchange, in fact. Yao is in a lot of trouble. Saddler has rotated in, and Yao's going to fall. Buyback in from Faith, and now Angelo's taking the fight as well. Saddler is here. They want Hao. If they get Hao, that's huge. Big buyback coming in from Yao. Actually hasn't gotten involved yet from Faith, rather. It's the buyback. And now they're looking for Moo. They're turning their attention. What a team fight at 6 minutes into the game. They have concussive shot in 8 seconds. In July has no real way to catch up. Oh, my God. The Wraithfire Blast from Faith from the low ground. The presence of mind to use that ability and get the kill. Saddler getting the double kill. That's absolutely outstanding from LGD. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. I think Hao made a little bit of a mistake trying to save his teammate Faith as he was retreating away. But in the end, it works out for them. Faith, I believe Faith was the one that bought back, right?
Yes.
So Faith buys back, Weaver is able to TP in, and they get 3 return kills off of the 2 lost kills. So in the end, I still think a favorable trade from LGD as...
I did not see. I saw his
in July just dies to the Eclipse in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's not good. They're going to smoke up again, but...
I mean, that's just a mistake. You shouldn't be dying to Eclipses.
Is Rabbit living here? Shikuchi comes through.
Well, Sansheng certainly isn't.
Concussive shot's going to go. They wanted the concussive shot on Rabbit, but they're not going to get it.
Honestly, Siler might just go for this.
Yeah, he's just going to kill him. And Rabbit just, he turned around for whatever reason. Moo comes in and gets a kill at least, but it's still a 2-for-2 trade. But Moo does get the double kill. Saddler actually has to get away. He's actually looking for Hao.
Oh, he almost
Look at how
got the
aggressive
courier
Saddler
again.
is. And Angelai's coming in with the Doom, by the way, which will disable the passes with that Bristleback. Actually, no, they changed that. Just kidding. Hao's getting caught still. Saddler looking for this kill. Does he have time lapse? He has the mana for it? No. Oh, God, Saddler's got to get out of there. He might die. He's got to tread swap to strength. He's got in. He still doesn't have the mana. He's going to use his stick up, and he actually might survive. That stick just saves his life. The Cold Fate. There's the Firefly. Saddler's trying to juke and dive, but he's done. He does go down in the end, but...
Space created. Relax.
Oh, my gosh.
That was quite a lot of space being created, though. I mean... This game, like, no one is farming.
Everyone was dead. Well, yeah, look at the CS. The highest at 8 minutes is 40 for Hao, and that's actually not bad, but... Yeah, it's 35, so he's not doing terribly. This has just been a lot of fighting. Listen, I'm fine. It's 8.5 minutes, and there's been 17 kills. It's not enough. We need more.
Is Faith gonna go? Is he gonna rush a Midas on this Wraith King?
I mean,
he has boots and gloves of haste with 1,000 gold.
He's not buying his treads. So
I feel like he's gonna go a Midas.
I don't see that being a Maelstrom. That just doesn't make sense. He's gonna rush a Midas and then maybe like a blink into a Maelstrom or something, or like a Blade Mail. I don't know.
Oh, and in July has
How
another
dead?
Rune.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Concussive shot. Are they diving?
I think he felt a slight body block, to be honest.
Well, he backed it before that, anyways. But yeah, you might be right. But Saddler is in the lead in terms of net worth. We saw that last game, but.
So it looks like LGD are going to go with the double Hand of Midas. Doom picks up the Hand of Midas recipe. I'm assuming that Faith is going to buy a Midas since he hasn't just bought the treads already. As he's sitting on the Gloves of Haste with a 1,100 gold. So he's going to have his Midas at about 11 to 12 minutes. Pretty good timing for support.
Yeah, this isn't bad. Maybe Saddler goes for one as well. No, he actually has a Ring of Health.
Looks like Newbee are going to go ahead and smoke up the supports along with the Luna.
Look at this path they're taking. Epicenter is not ready for.
It's like Faith is gonna fall here. Yeah. So this is actually gonna delay his Midas.
Reincarnation. Oh, he missed the Burrow Strike. I still think he's fine. Yeah, he actually is gonna skill up his. He skills up his Reincarnation. They're TPing it. They're gonna fight this. They're slowing up. What a skill coming out. The Sleight of Fist. Hao's doomed up as well. Burrow Strike coming in, but Hao's gonna fall. Moo's here. They lose Sansheng. He's getting chased down. Now they're gonna turn their attention to the Sand King. He doesn't have any mana. The right click from Salar more than enough. With the Arcane Bolt, it looks like he should fall and absolutely will. Searing Chain's going in, and now Moo's in trouble. Triple Remnant. They cannot get the kill, however. Buyback from Hao. He does have Eclipse ready to go. Siler has time-lapse there. Buyback forced for nothing, only to save Moo's life. And Siler still wants this kill. He's not going to get it, though.
Yeah.
What a fight from LGD. What a presence of mind from Faith to get his Reincarnation going.
Faith just had leveled to level 6 as he was being ganked.
Yes.
And it was a very similar to play to what happened. I can't remember if it was in this series or the previous series where a similar situation happened where someone got level 6 as they were being ganked.
I don't remember. I think it was the previous series. I don't even remember actually what you're talking about now that I think about it.
I remember someone earlier tonight lived because they got to level 6 during a gank and turned around to kill.
Yeah, but I don't know what hero
I can't remember what it was.
I mean, that sounds familiar to me, but I'll take your word for it. Look at Yao, he's just actually flame guarding, and that might be his downfall. Cold Feet, Remnant not there, but Cold Feet doesn't proc. He'll pop his regen rune, and he's good to go. He'll pick up a drum, too, pretty soon, I imagine. Salar's going to have a Lincoln Sphere, I'd say 16, 17 minutes, if he's lucky, if he gets some more farm. So all those kills, they're transitioning into Midases and Lincoln Spheres, but, I mean, again, Hao is just, this is the issue. Is him not getting farm for Newbee. He's actually becoming a big problem.
And Faith now completes his Midas. So they have 2 Midases. The Weaver is building towards his Lincoln Sphere. He now has the Perseverance, Power Treads, and Ring of Aquila. The Ember Spirit has his Phase Boots, Bracer. Does he have anything else? Yeah, he has the Robe of Magi. So he's pretty close to his drums. And what's on MMY on this? MMY being the selfless support in this particular game, buying the wards and smokes. Yeah.
He's the 6 this game. It's like the AG strategy of having a 1, 2, 3 3s and a 6.
Yeah.
So.
And I think most teams are sort of adopting that playstyle with their supports. It's just more efficient to have one player buying all the wards and then having one player get more farm.
Well, the problem with that is that if you're not getting kills.
I mean, it is not fun to play the 6th position when
terrible.
You're losing.
It's
like
just,
it's actually
the worst thing ever. But
yeah.
I mean, you would know better than I would. But well, that's not a shot fired at you or anything, by the way. I'm not trying to flank you, but
although I am not a 6th position, I'm a 3.5 or something.
Oh, okay. Sansheng is gonna try to get out. He does. He does keep you away successfully. Maybe a tier 1 for a tier 1. By the way, Crimson Guard is the choice for Mu as he has his Vanguard done. He's actually not too far away from his Crimson Guard, so.
Okay. I like the pickup. It's going to mitigate a lot of damage on the side of LGD. It does work against the Sleight of Fist from Ember. So actually, you know, this was like the counter to Ember at TI4. They would pick Bristleback into Ember because it's a lot of physical damage, and Ember doesn't do well against physical damage. And he's very tanky as well. But the Crimson Guard actually works on Sleight of Fist now.
Oh, this is a fight. This is a fight. Doom comes out on the move. There's going to be the lasso onto in July. He's in trouble. Lucent Beam going. There's the Eclipse, and now they have to back away. Too much damage to the Mystic Flare. Moo might fall, though. Still silenced up. He is going to take a spill. How? Getting low as well. The Lucent Beam, they want to kill, but 2 dead. LGD now turning the fight around. Sansheng. He does cold feet up Siler. It's not enough. He time-lapses back. And they're still going. Look at Yao. Picks up Rabbit. Double kill for him. LGD. They're doing it. They're killing heroes. They're grabbing a team wipe now. Double kill for Sylar. 5 dead. All day. LGD. Damn.
Oh, man. They just got team wiped. Wow. Like, and that's just an unfortunate place to be fighting. You would think that that would be a good time to fight against LGD. But they went on the tankiest member of LGD on the Doombringer. I mean, he has 1300 HP, and once he pops the Scorched Earth, if you don't immediately burst him down, he's just going to regenerate too much life. And they use the Eclipse. It sort of goes onto all of the LGD team members. It spreads too much, so they don't secure the Doom kill. And LGD come out way ahead with the team wipe.
I mean, that gave them 3,000 gold thereabouts, and they're up to a 5,000 net worth lead. But don't count out
This
Newbee yet.
game is quickly spiraling out of control.
It is. They will catch out Salar. He is going to time lapse, and he's going to take the tower, it looks like. But will he survive? Lasso is available for Rabbit in 2 seconds, and there it goes. Goodbye, Salar. So at least he gets the tower, but Radiant Fortification coming out. Yao looking for the... He's actually getting a Battle Fury next as he sees the Void Stone. TP's coming in. They want to defend this. Yao might just run it away. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. I'm thinking about going on Rabbit, and he's just going to back up. And now they are pressuring bottom lane with Newbee. So although the team wipe did go for LGD, I feel as though Newbee are not... They're not down yet. They're not done yet, so...
I don't know, I feel like the main weakness of Luna and the reason why this hero isn't picked is when you fall behind like this hero doesn't really have any comeback potential. You sort of, you're very squishy and you can't farm so fast when you're having to build all these defensive items. Like usually you might want to go maybe a Yasha or a Homa Dominator first so that you can speed up your farming speed. But he's going to have to go right into the BKB because he needs it to fight, and I'm not sure how they can come back into this game. They need the Luna to fight, but they're unable to currently win the team fights. Maybe once they get the Crimson Guard, it will make a difference in these team fights, but...
I don't know. There's so much magic damage coming out from...
I mean, I don't know. And if Mu gets doomed at the beginning of these fights, which... I mean, he's probably the primary target for the Doom right now, then he's not even going to be able to use it.
I mean, it really comes down to, again, positioning. They're going to smoke up. They have the Blink Lasso ready to go. They don't have a Blink yet on the Sand King. In fact, he doesn't even have Epicenter. So this Sand King is a glorified stun with Burrow Strike. And that's it, really. That's all he's really providing. They're smoking up. They can't decide where to go. Did they smoke on top of this ward? No, I don't think they saw that. Oh, no, wait. The Observer ward was here. Where did they smoke? They smoked right here, didn't they?
Where?
Like, this ward was here and they smoked here, I think?
I'm not sure if they were spotted.
I think they did, because now LGD are smoking. They're heading top. They know that they're in their own jungle. And this is going to be maybe disastrous for Newbee. Oh, they can't afford another fight like the last one.
And Faith has reincarnation now on the Wraith King.
Yeah, they're going to run up to the high ground. Sansheng, they spot them out. They see them coming. There's the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. They will catch out How. There's going to be the ultimate coming in. Doom blows up Sansheng, but they don't use it. Now Epi coming in. That's doing some damage. Mystic Flare blowing up a ton of heroes. How falls next. Mu getting focused out, but he's got close range. There's the Ancient Seal. Searing Chains going. They will back away. It's a 2-for-2 trade in the end. Okay, not bad for Newbee. That could have been a lot worse. Double damage on Mu is, I think, the reason why that went somewhat okay, and the Cool Spray stacking up as well. Ooh, could have been bad.
Yeah. A really chaotic team fight, and I think Newbee, they don't come out ahead in the fight because LGD only lose supports, whereas Newbee lose a core and a support. But the fight definitely went a lot better than the previous fight. The Eclipse was able to focus one person, and it pretty much blew up the Wraith King when he reincarnated.
They doomed Sansheng as well, which is a bit surprising to me.
Yeah.
Had they doomed Mu there, that goes a lot different, I think.
Yeah, probably not the best Doom target.
No.
And honestly, the Sand King is really struggling in this game. He has the Tranquil Boots, an Urn, and a Magic Wand, and only about 100 gold. So, I mean, he might not even get a blink by the time this game ends.
I don't think he... At the very least, it's going to be like 5 to 10 minutes from now. And that's just too long for them. And LGD are starting to just get more and more farm. Even the Ember, who is third or fourth net worth, he still is getting close to his Battle Fury. The more important thing is Salar has pretty much his... It is his Blanket Sphere coming out. Now, not pretty much. And July has an Aghanim Scepter, by the way, which is frightening as all hell. So Mu is just going to be taken out of the fight if they doom him. Mu comes in. There's the Searing Chains. Concussive Shot. What is he doing there? Doom is up. Mu is dead. Now the burrow in onto 3, but it does nothing. And that kill means they can continue onward. There is no Sandstorm for 13 seconds. Lasso does come in on the backside. They will catch out Faith. He will fall. There is no reincarnation. But the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. Rabbit, it's not worth it, buddy. You're dead. He's down for 43 seconds. Again, another trade that benefits LGD.
Yeah. And, I mean, LGD also have these 2 Midases, which are going to start paying off soon, and they're winning all of these team fights with 2 Midases.
Which, I mean, the thing is, when you have a Doom, you farm so fast with Midas and with Devour that, I mean, he's already got an Aghanim Scepter. A lot of that does come from 6 kills and 11 assists. But still, now they have the top 3 in net worth. And how can, again, you talked about being behind with Luna. It's just not doing anything. He has, oh God, what's going on?
And yeah, I was going to pick up a solo kill.
Easy. And then Remnant's away.
Clear the way.
So now he'll
Not
pick up his
looking
Claymore
good for Newbee.
No, this is...
I'm not even sure what they can do in this game to come back.
I wonder what the bet was, or what the odds were on Dota 2 Lounge. I wonder how much people are going to get if LGD do take this game. Again, it's not over yet, but LGD are playing solid Dota. My biggest concern was with them was that they kind of just played for the late game at all points, and their drafts were greedy in that regard, like you saw with the last game, but their supports play so well. In July is just such a good player on top of it all that, I mean, he makes enough space for everyone to get enough farm, and if they want to fight early, they certainly can. So they're showing
could
people.
also be the stand-in factor.
Yes, that is.
I mean, we don't know how that's affecting Newbee, so
it's certainly not the easiest thing to play with the stand-in, especially because Banana played with them in the first day. But
they're gonna get both obs with this one sentry.
Is How dead? Yeah, actually, it's an Aghanim Scepter. There's a lot of TPs. He might get denied. But yeah, he's still gonna die. They're gonna deny him, but
deny me.
Yeah, he's gonna get denied. Oh, the Crimson Guard. Actually, I think.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
I was like, wait a second. How's Batrider gonna deny with 70 damage against Crimson Guard? Okay.
That's hilarious.
Really troll.
The Crimson Guard, he was like, "Oh, actually, I just killed you." As soon as Wu popped that, he's just like, "Well, I just killed my friend." The concussive shot. Rabbit is going to use the lasso, and MMY is taking a bit of damage. Ice Blast actually misses. Mystic Flare is a good try. He'll go down, but they will grab the top tower with Sylar getting the
Sylar able to secure the top tower. He picks up his first Mithril Hammer, probably on his way to a Deso. And honestly, he's probably going to have a Deso at probably about 25 minutes at this rate.
I don't care how much damage reduction Bristleback has, he'll just die. Especially if he's dead.
And the Battle Fury is going to be completed on the Ember Spirit as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's again, you said it, it's not looking good. Oh, he has it. His Battle Fury's done at 22 minutes in.
Yep.
And it's not like, he's not really been farming, he's just been fighting. So a lot of this has been coming from kills and assists again, which is really good for LGD. Ice Blast is going to come through. Yao should have a Remnant. He does. He's not using it yet. Lucent Beam's going to go. Yeah, it's fine. He's great. In fact, he's just walking away. In July's bottom, he has Doom up in 6 seconds, and he has his Blink now, and he's getting towards a BKB. I think that's a BKB. Mask of Madness now coming in. Rabbit surprisingly farmed, all things considered.
Going for a little bit of a... I would say it's sort of a YOLO item at this point. I mean, he sort of needs it. If he's able to lasso someone and drag them so far back that his team can't respond, then maybe they can get a kill and then force a 4v5.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
This is, again, it's definitely not a good game for Newbee. They still have a shot, but they've got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I was walking away bottom, and July's helping him out, just kind of secure his path back. Roshan might be a choice at some point. You don't necessarily have the best team to Rosh until you have a Desolator for Weaver. But at this point...
I mean, they do have the Vampire Aura coming out from the Wraith King, so
that's true. But
they can probably Rosh it anytime.
They just need some extra damage. They do have the Pack Leaders Aura and Critical Strike coming out from in July, but... Yeah,
Faith is very farmed. He's about to have his Blink Dagger. If he opts for a Blink Dagger, he might go for something else.
Blade Mail, Maelstrom are the other two options, I think. I don't know you go anything else other than those two items. I don't think you need a drum. They already have
AC,
one.
maybe?
I've
seen ACs being rushed before.
It's really, yeah, I guess if you're rushing it, I guess that's the point, but Sandstorm now for the Sand King. They'll just back away. He's actually caught up. Okay, so 24 minutes in and he'll have a Blink Dagger, but, I mean...
Oh, wow. I mean,
the best thing in the world.
4 minutes ago, he had nothing.
Yeah. But then again, that does, I mean... Wraith King went for a Midas first, and now he has his Blink Dagger
Blink
before the Sand
Dagger
King.
on the Wraith King.
So... That's frightening. And level 2 ultimate as well. So it's not the 60-second cooldown that you're looking for, but 120 seconds is still pretty good for that ability. So And once it gets up to level 12, level 16 will come in short order.
And it looks like In July goes ahead and picks up the Blink Dagger.
He's had that for a while. I think he had an Ogre Club. He sold it?
Oh, no, it's on the ground. Okay.
Okay.
I just said last time I saw him, he only had the eggs, so
that's building towards. Is that a BKB, I imagine, for
yeah,
July?
BKB.
Yeah, so he'll have that soon.
So I think they probably want to wait for the BKB on Doom. They have the Desolator on the Weaver, so they'll probably actually end up just going for Roshan right now.
Yeah. Doesn't Gemini Attack allow for you to use Desolator for everything? Or like just all the... Wait, hold on.
It already lasts. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah. I guess
it's just for crit and stuff. It does work on both attacks, but it doesn't... For Desolate, it doesn't matter.
You already get the extra damage. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. That's for 15 seconds. Okay. Well, they are going to go to Roshan, and Rosh is falling pretty quickly. Desolator's doing a nice job of making sure that this takes no time at all. I think this is going to be... It's Sylar picking up the Aegis. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Smoke maybe from... No, Newbee decided not to. They're just going to... They're walking together. Oh, they are smoking as I pan my camera away. And Faith and the rest of the squad are going to head bottom. I think if they lose this... If Newbee loses this fight, I think the game is over.
Yeah.
They might be able to take a fight here. Angelai's going to get lassoed. Eclipse is going to go as well. If they blow him up, that could be huge. Sleightifist going in. Epicenter is going to get channeled, I believe. No, he buys back. He's TPing in now. How does BKB as well? It's time to back up if you're Newbee. Sleightifist going again. And Doom is coming back into the fray. Ember Spirit does get the one kill on Sansheng. They want more. They force the buyback out. Faith blinks forward. Now Mu getting set up. Here comes Yao. Searing Chains is available. And Mu is going to fall. That's a big fight. Double kill for Yao. Now they're going to take the tower. In fact, they're chasing. Look at Saddler going to town. How? Meanwhile, the TP coming in. Burrow Strike, but there's the Lincoln Sphere. No time lapse. They're diving. How? Wraith Fire Blast. How's dead. No buyback. Doom onto Rabbit. They are diving deep. Searing Chains going up. Now they want more. They're going to find the Sand King. 4 dead. I don't know. I think GG actually might come out any moment. There it is. Newbee GG at 26 minutes in. LGD moving on to the grand finals. What a series coming out from your LGD squad.
Yeah. I would actually say In July the MVP of this game. That early rotation with the Invis rune to not only get the courier snipe, but then to secure 2 early game kills along with the first blood. Really clutch play from him. And really smart decision making. I think most players after getting that Invis rune would have just been happy getting experience in the offlane. But he goes for the big play and it pays off for him. And then they just sort of snowball off of that. I mean, they had a couple of really good fights. They go for this double Midas, like super greed, and then they're still winning all these team fights. So it was pretty much an impossible comeback for Newbee because they drafted this Luna, and when you have a Luna, you're pretty much putting... all your cards are basically in the early game, and if you lose the early game, the Luna doesn't really have any comeback potential. Sure, she might be great in the super late game, but how are you going to get there?
Yeah, and, well, How had some really impressive performances in this tournament, but they fall short with this pick and with this game. LGD Gaming, though, they've got to be excited. They're going to move on to the grand finals. They're going to play LV. And there's a little bit of a revenge factor there. LV, obviously, Lin as well as DDC, both former LGD members. We'll see how that does pan out. That's going to be a big series. That'll be tomorrow. I believe it starts at 1400 Beijing time and 2 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. And I think it is a best-of-3 series. I'll provide more information once we get going here. But as far as the games are concerned today, we are done. We're going to be out of here again. My name is Maut. With me is F4L on HighGroundTV. Make sure you follow us here on twitch.tv/HighGroundTV for all the action coming up soon. Again, you can check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/HighGroundTV, twitter.com/MautDota for myself, and twitter.com/F4LDota as well. Shout-outs to Yuli for modding the chat while we were in the game. And, of course, shout-out to everybody for joining us today. Shout-out to Night Striker as well for providing a lot of great adminning and the rest of the people that have organized this tournament in Shanghai. So, thanks so much for joining us, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you all tomorrow for the grand finals. Catch you later.